Except for some stretching, you've made it through the entire Design Your Body program. Let's finish with some stretching. That's gonna make you feel really good for your 2 days of recovery. I still want you to stay with the stretching, still with the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. I don't care so much about the 30 seconds off. You can switch over to the opposing side. We're gonna start with calves, hams, and quadricep stretches. I like the box for my calf stretch. I'm gonna put the ball of my foot here, my leg is locked, and I come down. I'm gonna hold that for 30 seconds. I don't bounce. I hold it static for 30 seconds my first week, 40 seconds, 50, and then 60 on my last week. Hamstring stretch. I want you to take that leg straight out on a block. You can put it on a chair. You can even move it to the ground. The important thing is that your back stays erect. Your pelvis is anteriorly tilted. As soon as you do this, you should already feel a stretch. What I want you to avoid is bending your back this way. That takes the pressure off the hamstring. So stay up tall, bring your sternum forward. Keep that toe back. That's gonna help stretch the area behind the knee as well as the hamstring. To make it a little better, let's rotate our body towards. So I take my opposite arm and I rotate it towards while I keep my back straight. Now I'm stretching some of this lateral portion of the hamstring that gets ignored. The next stretch is a quadricep stretch. Bring your heel to your bottom, knees together and back. Now don't bring this knee back by just bending over. It's important that your chest stays up and that the leg comes back. You should feel this a little bit in the hip flexor and the rectus femoris. My arm is out just for balance. You can hold onto a wall or a pole, but I like to challenge my balance. 30 seconds here, then make sure you do the other leg. The next stretch is great for lumbar rotation, great to loosen you up through your spine and your hips. I want you to bring one leg into your chest, reach over with the opposite arm, pull it across. As it comes across, I want you taking your chin and your chest the other direction and rest. Now, every big breath, pull down a little bit of pressure on your leg as you relax your stomach and allow your spine to rotate. Big breaths in, give yourself a little more pressure. After 30 seconds, make sure you bring your knees up and rotate to the other side. All right, we're moving to plow. Fantastic stretch. It's gonna stretch your spinal erectors, but obviously the posterior side of your neck, the cervical area. So if your neck is tight or your low back is tight or hurting, be very careful with plow. We start by lying supine on the ground. We're gonna bring our legs up and over our body, pressing on the floor. I need to lift my hips up and I catch my hips with my hands. Let your legs gently come back. If you're flexible enough, let them touch. There shouldn't be a lot of pressure in the neck. You can lift up. Guys and girls alike, a lot of stretches that we ignore are the inguinal area, our adductors, our groin. This is very important. Let's bring these legs out wide, shift down to your elbows. Now you should already be feeling a little bit of a pull in your inner thigh. When you're here, start to shift your hips back, gently push back. See how low you can get with your chest. You want your back to remain flat. You don't want it to start rounding out. If you're doing this right, you're feeling this in your inner thigh. Start to rotate again forward. Let's see if we can go a little wider. And push back. We're gonna finish with shoulders, triceps, neck, and a little bit of abdominals. For a shoulder stretch, bring the arm across. It's important that you secure it above the elbow. Down here is not gonna help us much. Above the elbow, pull it into the chest and around. And don't allow your hips to follow. Only your upper body is moving. And you should feel it over here in your shoulder and your rhomboid. Tricep stretch. Touch your shoulder, bring the arm straight back and down your back. Giving yourself a little pressure with this hand. Neck stretch, it's really important to get the cervical area stretched out. A lot of tension we've carried through the week doing all these blocks and all these blitz. Arm behind. The only reason we put your arm behind is I want the shoulder rolled back and down. It's just to keep this clavicle down. Now we take our ear to the opposite shoulder. I use this hand just for gentle pressure to the side. Once I've secured the neck, I just give it a little bit of pressure and I turn and rotate towards that armpit and down. Make sure we're doing all these stretches the same length, the same tension on both sides. We're gonna finish with abdominal stretching. I just want you laying flat, prone, just like we did with our hamstring curls. Hands underneath the shoulders. Leave your hips down and just come up. Push your groin into the ground as you come up and pull your navel, pull your belly button back towards your spine. Come up nice and tall. Should feel a good stretch to the abdominals and maybe a little pressure realigning your spine and your low back. Big breaths in. And then down slow. You can use this stretching portion after every workout if that's what you want to do. You can also do this on your recovery days. What a fantastic program, you guys. Remember how to use this. Beginners, each block at least once. Advanced, I'd like you to try to go through those blocks twice. Don't forget about the bonus block on cardio and conditioning day. I want you guys to hit that at least once in a while. What a fantastic workout. You guys are gonna change your bodies. You stay with this. Remember, first week, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, all the way up to that last week with no rest. What a rock star.